Kia ora koutou. Today I want to share with you a bit of a prototype that I'm working on. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good idea or not, but I thought I'd jam something out just to understand the idea a little bit better, as well as be able to share this out onto my LinkedIn page to get people's thoughts and ideas. And I'd love to hear if you think it's rubbish or if you think it's awesome or whatever. But I'll just talk through it now, talk through some of the features that I intend to have for it and the team and I intends to have for it, some of the ways that it's been used so far, and then just see what kind of comes of it. But so essentially it's a Metawhenua. It's a digital space that we've been developing for a number of years to be able to host spaces of cultural significance, and we want to be able to create these tools that enable people from all up and down Aotearoa or all around the world to be able to either, if it's an iwi related kaupapa, then it enables people to be able to tap into their own iwi knowledge, all the details and stuff about the iwi, tap into current events, tap into tikanga, all those sorts of things. Or if it's more of a public space, which is the example I'm sharing now, it's a chance for non-Māori or people interested in Te Ao Māori to be able to learn about our culture, learn about tikanga. And so essentially it's just almost a wānanga knowledge, mātauranga space, either for iwi or for everyone else. And so I'll just walk through a little bit our thoughts and ideas around it. So wanting to develop a closed access site that you can only access whether you have a particular login or if you're connected to a particular iwi, having your iwi registration number, ensuring that your cultural values are preserved, they're secure. And we won't worry about talking about the server side of things and all that sort of stuff at this stage. We just want to talk about the platform and its features. So initially, come to a bit of a landing page. We'll have language toggles to be able to turn between Te Reo Māori and English. So having the whole website in Te Reo Māori would obviously be amazing. We want it to be available on a number of different platforms as well. So currently, we've developed versions using the Unreal Engine, and we've done virtual reality where you can talk to AI robots in there, and gamified that sort of experience. So and those are all closed experiences. We've currently got one live on Fortnite at the moment where you can access the Maui, Te Maui o Waha Marae. You can learn about our own particular tikanga here at Maui Studios. We're developing ones that are available through your interactive features on Microsoft Teams, and then of course developing some in Minecraft as well. But essentially we just want to make this sort of mātauranga available. Cool thing about the Fortnite one is you can have up to 50 different individuals tapped into one level at one time. So it could be a kayako taking a class of people through Fortnite and just enabling that interactivity on these digital versions of our wāhi tapi. Now, when I look at the different features, there are a number of different features that we'd want to include. And also remember, this isn't the final design. This is just a bit of a prototype and an idea and a bit of a jam. So I'll just walk through some of the features and get your thoughts and ideas about it. So initially, I thought that having a cultural treasure space would be quite cool. So you know how we sometimes have artifacts or taonga or things that have been a little bit destroyed or decay, or they continue to decline in their state. Being able to capture some of those in either a photographic, a video, or a 3D digitized way, and then being able to share some details about it. So all the stuff that's in here are placeholders. So we've got a wakahuia placeholder here. Anyway, it's just you jump into the taonga itself, you can see images or pictures about it. We might have a tupuna or a knowledgeable person who shared some audio or a video about it. Depending on those who'd want to go this far, we can have a digital 3D version of it that people can interact with. Description, a bit of an idea of where it comes from, all those sorts of things. And so just like a way to be able to archive it digitally was the intention with this. And then just having a number of other versions of that, you might want to catalog everything. So that's an idea around cultural treasures. Another one is around having a knowledge library where you might have particular pūrākau, whether those are illustrated or made on film or drawings or archive pieces of manuscript or all sorts of different writings. Just having a space where all of this stuff is accessible. And then if you'd want to go like an extra step further, you can have sort of like tests and lessons for the iwi, to be able to, iwi members to be able to learn about those things. So having like particular lessons about them, and it might have an explanation video here, a bit of a description, how long it might take, but also having things like quizzes to be able to ask different questions about those particular items, if there was a feature that people would find interesting, be able to store, and then it's added to your profile. And actually I'll show you quickly what the profile can look like. We'll see if I bring it up. So yeah, having a user's profile, given an idea on how much of things a particular person has interacted with, like have you seen all of the stuff that's happening within the iwi, gamified elements, whether you'd want to have badges and things to say, oh, you'd read all the, I don't know, AGM documentations, here's your percentage of completion, or you've seen all the policy documents. I don't know. Just thinking some of that stuff could be cool, as well as having your own saved items. So you might have liked that particular Taonga description. Save that to your profile so you can view it. Other things would include like a cultural map. Now, I've seen Ngaita, who has a really good example of this, of being able to do their cultural mapping and all the significant sites and places that different tipuna have gone to, as well as like current wahi tapu and things that people might find interesting. So being able to zoom in. I'm from Taranaki, so I'll put all my stuff up here and go having like little pop-up things to say, this is what this ancient past site was like, here's some media about it, here's a kōrero about it, here's the tipuna that went there, this is how you get there, getting directions, all that sort of stuff, being able to open it in maps and then go check it out, and then being able to save those significant sites to your platform, your own profile as well. So that's something that could be quite cool. And so not only is it archiving stuff that's happened in the past, but it's also capturing current events of what's happening with the iwi as well. So whether that's in the form of different blogs, the iwi CEO might have just done something awesome and secured an awesome deal around fisheries or something, being able to highlight the media around that, or they might want to share a kōrero for the rest of the iwi that's easy to access, that's in a closed space, that's not out on YouTube or on whatever your social media is. So something that's just for the people to be able to access. And then I would like to be able to push it a little bit further with introducing, virtual walkthroughs of specific sites and spaces. And so we could have the marae entrance or a meeting house, or it could be a carvings gallery or whatever it might be. Being able to have digital versions of those environments that people can go in and explore. And so it might look like this. This is another example of Te Whare a Maui Auaha. And so, get an idea of what your marae looks like, being able to go inside it. And then having like little descriptions and things as to what this tuku panel means, and this could be for your own space, or for a generic space that anyone can sort of access. And so just playing around with those sorts of ideas. Cool. We'd also want to have, if it is like a living, breathing space, being able to have events that are registered. And so whether you're an administrator, you can add events to this, or you can see what things are going on, or we've got a Te Reo Māori workshop coming up on Wednesday at 10:30, whatever. If you're on the platform, you can receive notifications about it. Cool, there's a new cultural workshop coming up, new research added, or different details and things have been added to the platform. It's a chance to be able to see it. We'd want to do an integration with like a AI assistant that's available here that you can just chat to, and it'll be able to give you some live data on, help you find the thing that you're looking for within the website. So a number of different things. So what else have we got here? Another one was to include whether it's for current iwi members or for tipuna, but to have a Whakapapa tree as well. So being able to have a number of different names and things of whānau members, being able to click through and see biographies maybe of a particular tipuna. And I know it's pulled out some names. Everything that's in here is this placeholder. So it's just to give us an idea, could be around how when those whakapapa, those tipuna were alive, when they died, if they're still alive, what their iwi affiliations are, or hapū affiliations, and just information about our people and our the space that we're in. Cool. So yeah, that's kind of where I got to so far. Was there anything else? Virtual walkthroughs. Yeah, so there's a bit of a taste as to what a Metawhenua space could be, or this particular iteration, because we've got other ones up at the moment. And when it comes to pricing of these sorts of things, it's a moving target at the moment, because everyone wants different things, different features, different capabilities and access. And so, yeah. So, kia ora koutou. Thanks for taking the time to check it out. Mauri ora.